morning, everybody. Oh, wait, why can't I hear anything? Fantastic. Fantastic. Alondra, can you hear
You're
me?
fine. I
Okay.
can.
All right. All
I
right.
can indeed. Absolutely.
We're running a little late. My bad. My bad.
AJ's learning the concept of alarms.
um yeah. Yeah. But anyway, so we got another fun episode of a Sunday sit down coffee with the square table. Joined my partner in crime and man who woke me up, Avandro. What's up, man? How we doing? How
What's
we
up,
doing?
man?
What do you got there? You got a nice cup of Joe? I got
Nice cup of Joe.
some Ghost.
Yes. I mean, it worked. That works for you. This works for me.
Yeah. Well, I didn't have time because I didn't want to waste any more time. So
No, no,
yeah.
no. I agree. You did well. You made a good choice. Made a good choice.
Um, so we got a great episode for you today. We're talking. I'm gonna open up with some weapons, the new movie weapons,
I
but
was gonna say you're very passionate about this topic, and
yeah,
I really,
yeah, yeah.
really want to hear an
I
AJ rant about this.
I loved it so much that we dropped it from talking about it for the whole show. And we replaced it with K-pop Demon Hunters. But we got
Yes, we did.
Peacemaker.
It's a better topic anyway. Better topic. Anyway.
Yes, so we have Peacemaker episode 1 that just dropped on Thursday. We have K-pop Demon Hunters, which, if you have kids or maybe if you don't, because I find myself listening to the soundtrack without my children, K-pop Demon Hunters, and then Alien Earth, which episodes
Yeah.
were up to
Oh
3
yeah.
episodes.
You'll hear those thoughts. You'll hear those thoughts.
Um,
So tell us about weapons. How
all right.
amazing was it? I'm starting a timer. You got a 5-minute rant.
Okay, all right, I'll take it.
Go.
I might not even need that much. So weapons, right? So for me, if I see any horror movie that's rated over an 80, I mean, I think when the movie first came out, it was at like 100. So you're like, oh man, this is gonna be like a Sinners type of situation,
Oh
which
man.
I thought was phenomenal. Or just
I don't know, man. Sinners is top
just
tier.
just quality, right? Just quality. This movie, I don't know what the fuck it was. So like, it's not scary, like at all. Like
Really?
there's no real like. There's a couple jump scares, but it's not scary. Again, if people have first ever watching this or joining us, this is complete all spoilers. There is no we're spoilers.
We don't hold
all-
back here. We don't hold back here.
Don't watch this if you haven't watched any of these things. So basically, the movie starts off with like you've seen the trailer. All the kids wake up. They all fucking Naruto run through the fucking town and they disappear, right? And
I love that. That's the description.
yeah,
Just Naruto run.
yeah, that's the movie, right? So now like all the parents and everyone's blaming the teacher and like everyone's up in arms, blah 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 blah. But one kid did not disappear. He's the only one that's in the fucking classroom.
Oh man, only one, huh?
So this fucking movie goes through like it has some cool concepts in it. Like it shows you the perspective of everyone in the timeline as it's happening and like how they all cross paths, which is kind of cool. And it all leads to and this is actually a thing with me in general with horror movies. I don't really like witchcraft or like cult stuff, especially when it ties to like supernatural stuff for whatever reason. I don't know, like to me, it's ruined a lot of movies for me, like Hereditary, like the third act, when they're like, "Oh, we're actually a demon cult." I was like, "Oh, fucking Christ!" But this,
Or opposite. Opposite in that point.
yeah, well, but this I actually like the witchcraft in this. So it's revealed.
Oh, this was wait. So this was witchcraft.
This, yeah. So the aunt,
Because there's
Aunt-
no implication of that in the trailer.
no, yeah. So Aunt Gladys comes to visit, and I guess she's dying. And she now possesses, or I don't know, whatever the parents. So like they're like comatose basically, and you feel bad for the kid because now like she's basically it's hinted at that she's like taking their life force to like live, but now she needs more. So like go get me items from all your fucking friends in class, and so that's pretty much what the story is. This Anne is a witch. She's come to town. She's like basically like possessed all the kids, and now she's like tries to kill some of the town people that are like catching on, which is our Silver Surfer and Thanos, and
Josh Brolin.
and but again, everything is done in like a Sam Raimi kind of style where it's got like that cheese to it, but nothing. But I mean, with Evil Dead and
But
stuff,
none
like
of the
there were still some scenes that had like a lot of tension, a lot of build up, and were like
yeah.
scary. This doesn't have that. Like, there's nothing scary in this fucking movie. Like, again, I'm not gonna be scared of people Naruto running at me. Then on top of that, like they make their eyes like bugged out, which
Oh,
makes
like
them
where
look.
it's just like all black, like they're like
No,
there's no whites in their
no,
eyes.
no. They're just like like bug out, bug
Oh,
eyes.
like big eyes.
Yeah. So again, nothing like not scary.
This
Nothing
is very
scary.
cringy. This
Yeah.
is very like
Oh, so you want cringy, right? So here's another thing. So apparently there's like a whole.
minute left. Minute left.
Okay, I'll wrap it up. So apparently there's a whole layer of like school shooting. What's the word I'm looking for?
Like metaphor here.
Yeah,
Like, just
metaphor for school shootings, like in the movie. You don't get that vibe at fucking all, except for this one scene where Josh Brolin is having like, this crazy nightmare where he's trying to save his son and like follows him out and like all this shit. But when he comes back to his house, I fucking kid you not, dude. There's like basically a Call of Duty fucking CGI AR-15 model above his house.
it's CGI.
Yeah, above his house, like the size of his house, like spinning. And then like the front of it turns into the alarm clock. At no point ever in the movie do you ever see another gun. Another gun is never used. Nothing. This is completely out of fucking nowhere. And it's just like, what is this?
Dude,
What is happening?
Wander says he enjoyed the movie overall, but he agrees with you. The third act is very much a letdown.
Like, I just could not. Like, I saw this with my buddy Danny, and we're just dying laughing the whole time. Like, I was like, is this actually the test screening for the fucking Scary Movie 6? Like, what the fuck is this? It was so bad. The best part of the movie for us was there was a jump scare where, again, oh, and by the way, the witch is like basically some Jewish woman that you've probably bumped into at fucking Costco or BJ's or Walmart 100 times. She's not scary at all, obviously, because she's like an old, decrepit lady. And then the movie ends. I probably got like 30 seconds. And the movie fucking ends with. So the kid gets her hair, puts it on like her little fucking witchcraft tree, and then breaks the twig, which now like sends anyone that's like on their possession, like that's what makes them a weapon, and like they like beeline towards you. So the kid does that. So now all the kids are after the Aunt Gladys or whatever, the witch.
Oh my god!
So again, it's not scary. There's nothing. She's literally running through like the neighborhood, like in the most hokey fucking way until like this.
I feel like we should do a Covenant version of this movie.
Yeah.
Where
Oh
we
yeah.
watch
Absolutely.
the movie in like 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Yeah. Where I'm just like, this is trash. This is trash. This is cool. Trash. Cool.
Trash. Okay. Watch this scene for 3 minutes. You're good.
So she's running through like the whole neighborhood in like, again, everything is non-fucking serious, not serious, nothing. And then one of these kids basically becomes like Terry Tate, middle linebacker, fucking chases her down, takes her to the ground, and then all the kids.
Terry Tate, that's great.
All the kids.
kids tackles her down.
Yeah, they tackle her down, and all the kids rip her apart in like a gory, like they rip her fucking head in half, and like all this shit.
Oh
And that's it.
God.
That's the fucking movie. That's the movie. I was just like,
nice. You're about 30 seconds over, but I'll take it.
Okay, yeah, that's enough time wasted on that shit. I could not believe it. Again, like. I stick to the like if a horror movie has anywhere like in a 70 rating, it's gonna be watchable, But I don't know, man. That's like my one thing with horror movies lately is it feels like every horror movie starts off great.
I mean, Rotten Tomatoes gives it a 94%.
Dude,
IMDb gave it a 7.8 out of 10. That's how, based on what you described, not great.
I'm telling you, we'll watch it. I'll watch it again. I mean, not sober this time, but yeah, it just.
Meanwhile,
I just couldn't. Meanwhile,
Peacemaker.
Yeah, let's jump in.
Rotten Tomatoes, 8.3 on IMDb. those are some solid numbers there. And though, so we watched the first episode. Again, spoilers. We're just throwing that out there. This is a spoiler for the first episode. Um, I love this show. I do. The first episode, I will say, didn't do much, like in terms of like moving the needle of my excitement, but it didn't drop it either. I think it's a great setup episode. It introduces a lot of different things. I think my favorite part is the Justice League retcon, where they change that whole thing. So, yes, if you watch the season 1 finale of Peacemaker, the Justice League shows up, Superman, Aquaman, Wonder Woman, they're all at the end. In this, they kind of, when they do the recap of the season 1, there's a whole end, like where they're in the shadows, and it's the Justice Gang. It is, Green Lantern, Hawkgirl, Mr. Terrific, and Superman all standing there. There is someone else standing to the side. And
Supergirl.
in shadows, I think it's Supergirl, but at first I thought it was
Supergirl.
Well, I thought it was like, at first glance, just it being in shadow and the way like her hair comes down, I thought it was Raven. And I'm like,
okay,
that's weird. But that would be fucking cool. I was like, oh shit, we're going to bring Raven into this? And then I zoom in a little bit. I'm like, nah, I see the trunks.
Yeah, it's definitely Supergirl.
It's Supergirl.
Yeah,
what did you think?
The recon was incredible because like everyone was like, "Oh, how could, they're gonna have such a tough time doing this?" And James Gunn's like, "Hold my beer, I'm gonna fix this in like 10 seconds." And again, and it's just like it's over, like they changed a couple lines where it's like they say the Justice Gang a couple times and all that stuff.
Yes,
but yeah, it was great. Like again, in the easiest way possible. Like it's not overdone. They don't try to. It's just
no.
Nah,
that's
the
best part. It's basically the same exact scene. They gave Nathan Fillion and what's her name two or three lines in that scene, and that was it. It was perfect. It was perfect.
It was perfect. But yeah, I got to agree. The episode definitely took it in a direction that I wasn't expecting from the trailers, which is a good thing. It's nice to be surprised from time to time. But what was you can definitely see this is going to be a much more emotional season. Because I gotta say, man, I feel bad for Peacemaker. Like, if you really try to put yourself in that situation, right? Like, he obviously wants to be in a relationship with the chick that is experiencing toxic masculinity, which I thought was kind of fucking hilarious.
Cracked me up.
But like, I mean, she's off her fucking rocker to start this season. Yeah. Like, she's going through some shit.
As they say.
So like, he wants a relationship with her. He wants to be a superhero, and then like the Justice Gang interview is a fucking complete joke.
But see, this is what I love about the show. The little jokes that they put in there, like how the mic doesn't actually mute, and they just start talking about everything.
Yeah. Am I supposed to hear you guys?
Am I supposed to hear you guys?
Wait, has it been doing this whole time?
Just now you said I suck.
Yeah. Guy, you're supposed to set this up. Well, I gave it to the fucking... just like
I gave it to Greg.
Yeah, it's just nonsense.
Whatever his name he uses. Yeah, it's great. But that's the humor that I like about Peacemaker. Along with it's over the top. Like I want to say it does have like a lot of over the top violence, which is like very, very like when she fights in the bar and she starts beating the shit out of everyone. Anyone and everyone. It didn't matter if you were in the fight or not. She breaks the bottle over their face and just starts like beating the shit out of everybody.
Yeah, she was hoping to die that night, I think. Yeah. That's the impression that I got. Like she was like, if I die tonight, I'm going out.
Yeah, she just wanted to either feel pain or inflict pain, and that's what she was going for in that scene. It's a little. I do love the addition of Frank Grillo as Flag Senior. It's first of all, he's a great choice. He's a great actor. I love him in Creature Commandos. He plays the voice of the same character in Creature Commandos, and they brought him in for this live action. And seeing him do the opening dance is just so jarring because he's such a serious person. Like every role he's ever played, he's always played this like gruff, like rough guy, and then
Yeah.
he's just doing the most ridiculous like dance moves.
Well, I gotta say the dance number was. I'll give it another shot. I've only watched it once,
I
but
know
it had a
it.
lot to
You
live
know
up
why?
to. But the first one,
The song
yeah,
doesn't hit as good as the first one. The
yeah, yeah.
dances are great.
I
The
I was
dance is
hoping they
great.
would just keep the song the same and just
I
change
know,
up
and
the
just do
dance
a new
routine.
dance.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
no,
what I was kind of hoping for.
that's because the first season song hits so great.
It
I mean,
does.
it's. I'm curious to see where the season goes. I definitely think it's solid. It has a solid foundation, and and like I said, this is a great setup episode. It's a great episode to start the season off with, just to introduce all the new characters, introduce the new timeline, like introduce, it's a great introductory episode. Like that's
Yeah,
what it's there for, and it does a great job of that, I think.
yeah, just
And
putting
of
all
course,
the everything in place.
yeah, and John Cena definitely kills it. He
But yeah,
he just he loves that character.
like I said, this is you really feel bad for him because if
You
you were
do,
put in that
you do.
situation, right, like you wanted all these things and you're not getting it. Like the girls, she's not interested, the Justice
Right.
Gang, and now you find that another dimension version of you is literally
Yes,
living that
the
life
life
that
that
you
you
want.
want.
Like your
Yeah.
brother's alive, which I thought was
Your dad
awesome.
loves you. Like
Yeah, like
it's a whole thing. Like the trauma that he went through as a kid, this person has not experienced at
yeah,
all. And he just happens to stumble upon this like alternate dimension, and
thanks to
it's
Eagly.
just like, yeah, thanks to Eagly being the best character this show has ever produced. Uh you stumble across this, and he's just so like enthralled by it. He loves it. Like and then the whole scene where they fight in the fucking thing, and he just kills him.
Well, yeah, that's one of the things where it took a turn that I wasn't expecting. Like based on the trailers, I thought we were gonna get like a because again they don't reveal that like the father's good or the brother's
Yeah,
alive
yeah.
or anything in the
No, they don't
trailer.
really. I
So
didn't know any of this.
yeah, so I assumed that based off the trailer that we were gonna get like evil Peacemaker, like one that took it too far, and that wasn't the case. So
Nope.
I assumed evil
If
or
you really
second
think
John
about
Cena was gonna be
yeah.
a main character, and well
Nope.
that didn't happen. He dead.
No, that didn't happen. That didn't happen. But if you really think about it, you say evil Peacemaker. Technically, our Peacemaker is the evil Peacemaker.
That's true.
He's
I wanna
not
get-
a good guy, but he's
I
not
don't-
a bad guy either, I guess.
Oh,
But
I want peace,
no,
and I don't care
I'm
how many people I got to kill to get it.
I exactly. I think it's going in the right direction, and I'm very excited to see more. Very, very excited to see more.
Yeah, it wasn't like a blow you away episode or anything like that. But again, it sets up all the pieces. How long did it take you to realize the orgy scene was real? Because I was like, he's probably fucked up and dreaming.
Took me a
And
little
then
weird. It took me
and
a
then it
little
was
while.
like
I was
this.
about to, yeah,
it's
you're
not stopping. It's
like, is he
it's going.
dreaming? I'm like, there's a lot of like penis swinging around here.
Yeah, we got a lot of
Like,
penis swinging.
Is he really like? Is he dreaming all this? And then it turns out it's real when what's his name goes around the side of the
and he's
house,
like,
and it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
He's like, sir, it's an orgy.
Yeah.
What? An orgy, multiple sex people. I was like, oh my god. Yeah,
And that's obviously going to be a big storyline with Rick Flag Sr. going like he's wants Peacemaker regardless.
Yeah, he wants
Which they
to
brought
just,
up that he's just throwing away taxpayer money to follow Peacemaker around for no fucking reason, basically.
for no reason
Yeah.
other than he killed his son. That's it. But yeah, no, Peacemaker, definitely on the uptrend. I definitely like it. I want to see more of it. Talking about stuff that is blowing up the world. Let's go into K-pop Demon Hunters here. Wow. First of all right, I'm gonna start my story down this path. I saw this pop up on Netflix. Like, it's been out for like 7 weeks now.
You're welcome, by the
So
way.
I pop up. Yeah, I do. Thank you. And I was like, what is this? So I just watched like the little, like, like when you hover over Netflix, it shows you like a little like blurb or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm like, the animation's cool, but I'm like, I really don't like K-pop, so why am I gonna watch this? Like, okay. So I let it go. And then you're messaging, you're like, yo, did you guys watch K-pop Demon Hunters? And we're like, no. And I didn't. He goes, you're missing out. And then
I was
my wife
like,
and daughter went away, and my wife was like, "Hey, did you watch K-pop Demon Hunters?" And I was like, "No." She goes, "It's honestly pretty good." So then I was helping AJ run some cabling, and I got the kids ice cream, and I was like, "All right, we'll sit down and we'll watch it." And that was it. That's where you get hooked. It's everything, and like it's nothing what you expected it to be, and everything you need it to be. That's exactly what it is.
yeah. I watched. So when we went to Universal, Epic Universe, we watched that every day, um, at the hotel, every day. That was like our go-to movie when we came back from one of the parks, and so it took
I'm
me a
not even
while.
surprised.
It took me a while to see the whole movie at first because but yeah, we have watched that. I mean, the songs are just unbelievable.
Yeah, the music is unbelievable. So, listen to these stats, okay? First of all,
All
now,
right, go ahead.
mind you, this is a animated group. This is not a real group. This is just a bunch of talented singers that got together to sing these songs that were written for them for this animation. So, I want to start with this. This is a
Well,
Sony Pictures
well,
animation
hold on,
film.
hold on. Isn't I thought the I don't think this was written for them. I think
No,
the main
no, it wasn't
cast.
written for them. The production company. So, this is what happened.
Break it down.
Sony Pictures Animation is the one that made the movie. Okay, if anybody
Yes.
is familiar with Sony Pictures Animation, they did Spider-Man, Into the Spider-Verse. Again, great movie. So Sony invested $100 million in this movie, and then for whatever reason, they lost faith. They're like, "This shit is gonna flop. It's gonna do bad. It's gonna go." They were gonna do a theatrical release, and they're like, "No, it's too expensive. We're not gonna do that." So Netflix is like, "Okay, we'll take it." So they sold it to Netflix for $20 million. So that means they lost an $80 million. They lost $80 million on the movie, and they're like, "Here's Netflix is like, here's 20 million. We'll collect any profits we make off the movie." And Sony's like, "Yeah, sure, whatever. It's gonna flop." Yeah. Uh, It's been number one on Netflix for the last 7 weeks, which is the longest position a streaming movie has ever been number one on Netflix. It is the
That's
number
crazy.
two most viewed movie on Netflix. And it's coming close to being number one if it continues on the uptrend. Not only that, this, so Huntrix is charting higher than actual K-pop groups.
Hmm.
Like legit, like we're talking like BTS here, like the K-pop groups.
Yeah.
It's number one. It's number one on Netflix in 26 countries. It had 8 million streams in the first 4 weeks. Your Idol, right? The song Your Idol, where the demons sing towards the end of the movie, is been number one on Spotify's daily top songs. Okay. That
And,
means it beat out BTS, which is like the number one male K-pop group of all time, and all other K-pop groups. Golden, the song Golden, is number one on Spotify's global charts, which is like insane. Insane. Again, I want to reiterate, this is an animated K-pop group. It is not like
yeah,
a
they're not
like
real.
fully formed group.
They're going to be though.
It is just, yeah, they might as well be
I
at
mean,
this point.
I yeah, like I might even be going to, and on top of that, Netflix, which never does this, actually has
Yeah.
put the movie into theaters as a sing-along event, and they're selling out everywhere.
So here's what
Everywhere.
happened with that. There's a thing that happened with that. So Sony was the one that was like, "Hey, let's release the movie in theaters. Let's actually release the movie and do a sing along like you said." Netflix was like, "Hold up. We own like the controlling rights of this movie." So they released it in California first. So in their theater, so that all the ticket sales go directly to them. Like that was their profit margin. They wanted to
Yeah,
get all the profit they possibly could before
Sony's
Sony's
having
like,
seller's remorse here.
yeah, dude, whoever the guy at Sony thought that was like, this is gonna fail, bro.
He's fired,
Did you watch the movie?
or she's fired.
Yeah, did you even watch it? Did you even watch it? Do you have any like What do you listen to polka music? Is that why you hated it? Is that what it was?
Well, yeah, I mean, a lot of these, I feel like a lot of these studio heads are out of touch, and that's why I'm so excited for stuff like James Gunn being brought in to run
Yeah.
the DCU, and like well, we won't get into it because we already talked about it, but Superman just it hits.
I know.
It's like a comic book brought
And
to
that's
life.
what it is.
You need people. They need to stop this bullshit where you're constantly having studio interference and just let artists be artists and let them make the movies that they want to make, regardless. Obviously, in the name of the game is making money, and like Thunderbolts is a good example. Like that seemed like it did not have a lot of studio interference, but at the same time, you can tell when it did.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like I just
So
studios need to go back to that, man. Like it can't, and you can't be like. And this is another thing too. You notice if a movie doesn't make $1 billion, it's a flop now. It's like what?
but that's what I mean. Like, you don't need the movie.
It's crazy.
Honestly, if your movie makes just makes a profit, I think it's a success. Because of the amount of millions of dollars that go into movies all the time, you need to just take the win. Like, and you need to have a little bit more faith in your projects. Like, you're investing this money, hire people that want to make the movie.
That want to make
Don't
it.
just
Yeah.
hire a director. Don't just hire any director, or don't just hire a popular director. You audition people when you cast people, because you want to see how they fit the vision, how they fit the role. Do the same thing for the director. Like, why not? Like, you could tell James Gunn, when he does his stuff, he loves what he's doing. Like, he wrote and directed the first episode of Peacemaker, and you could tell there's a lot of love there. He had his hands completely in Superman, and you can tell, like, he wants to do the franchise service. Like, he wants to make it for the fans. He wants to make it for himself. Like, he wants to make a success. He's not out to collect a paycheck necessarily. Like, obviously he's going to get paid, but he's doing it. It's like the money never seemed to really like you could tell when you see a
Yeah, it's
movie,
not
like,
about the money.
The director took the paycheck on this one.
Yeah.
Like, it's not about that for him. And that's what you get. And I feel like with K-pop Demon Hunters, it was like, it's like everybody loved making the movie. And from every character, you could tell the way their acting is. The music is so spot on. Like, every song in that movie hits in every way.
Yeah.
Like, my daughter, literally, all she wants to do is watch K-pop Demon Hunters.
Well, I know at the birthday party
every time
yesterday,
we're in
I
the
was
car.
being yelled at that I wasn't putting on K-pop Demon Hunters.
She was like, Uncle AJ, put on K-pop Demon. And then the moment it came on, she's just dancing in the middle of the lawn.
Yep.
That's it. So all the songs.
Everyone.
And that says something. Like, that, the fact that this music can reach out to a lot of people is amazing. Because not every, music as a universal language is definitely something. But, people react different ways to different music. I never enjoyed K-pop. It was not my cup of tea.
Same.
But I'll listen to this shit all day long.
Yeah, like, it has so many genres in there. Like, honestly, I got hooked from the opening scene. The whole opening scene. And then when she's and she starts rapping, I was like, I'm in.
Yes.
I'm in. And of course, my favorite character is Zoe, obviously, rapper, gotta get in there.
Obviously.
Who's your favorite character? What's your favorite song? Come on.
I like Mira as a character.
Okay.
But I love Rumi just because, like, I don't know, like, the way she struggles throughout the movie, like, with her self-identity and just, like, what is she? Who is she? How does she fit into this world that they're in? Like, how does she fit as a hunter? How is this half demon thing working? Like, it's almost like you relate to that struggle in a weird, like, self-identifying way. And I think I just love Mira's personality, because I think she has the best personality, because it's very just like, ugh, everything's a problem,
Yeah.
And oh man, my favorite song is probably either the first one, the one where they're on the plane, which of course the name escapes me right now, or Golden.
How It's Done.
Too.
Oh,
How It's Done. Yes.
My favorite song is actually the song that ends it. What It Sounds Like.
Yeah.
That song.
That's a great one too. Oh
They're all
man,
great. I don't really like. There's no real bad song. I mean, I guess Soda
dude.
Pop's not for me because I'm not into boy bands. But like,
But
you
dude,
still
you
just
can't just
like,
you still just doing this.
yeah, it's
You're
like,
still just
yeah,
doing this the whole time. The whole time. But it's so catchy, and that's like they like
it's
point that out in the
infectious.
movie itself. It
Yeah,
is. It's such an infectious. And dude, I actually really love Your Idol, where it's like, uh, it like that whole dance sequence. Like, I honestly want to know if they did like motion cap for that, because that looks like something you motion capture for that. Like
that
that's if you animated that, that's real talent.
if
Like you're
you
that whole scene must have taken like 6 months
if
straight of working.
if you really listen to that song's pretty dirty, man.
Oh yeah. I don't
That's,
know.
that's a pretty dirty
I'm
ass
aware.
song. Yeah, yeah.
I'm aware.
And then
I'm
like
kind of not trying. I'm trying
seeing
not to
like
point it out to my daughter.
my 7-year-old sing it, and I'm like,
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
it's a little dirty. It's a little dirty for a 7-year-old.
But it's a great track. It's a great track.
It is, yeah.
Dude. And so the last thing I have here. So Golden. Again, I want to reiterate. This is not a real band. This is an animated movie band. Golden is made number 1 on the Billboard charts. So Huntrix, as a female pop group, made number 1 on the Billboard charts, which hasn't happened since Destiny's Child.
Yeah, that is kind
Like,
of
we're
crazy.
talking decades.
Yeah, like
That's
bef-
wild. Wild.
Beyonce's been by herself. I feel like for 30 years now.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
But
But
yeah,
yes,
no,
K-pop Demon Hunters. I'm saying I'm gonna give it like, dude, that's like a 9.5 out of 10. Really? Like,
yeah,
it's
it,
so good. I want to
it's
see more from this universe.
yeah, it's just it's a fun movie. The songs are all great. The story moves along.
Yeah.
And the action is amazing. Like the action is
Oh
what
yeah.
sold me on it. Like
The animation
yeah,
itself is top tier, and that just goes to show you, like, Sony has a really talented animation department.
yeah. If
And
only they believed in the project, though. I don't know. That's the stuff that
I
it's
feel like
wild.
half the time, and it's funny because a lot of their animated movies are really good. Like,
Yeah,
if you look at the list of Sony Pictures animation movies, they're great.
yeah. They probably just
They're really
thought,
good movies.
the guy probably just read the synopsis and was like, "Oh, this sounds really
Yeah,
stupid."
you didn't even watch the
'Cause,
movie. You didn't even watch
yeah,
the movie.
I mean, because
It's
like
sell it.
you think about it, like K-pop Demon Hunters. Yeah, okay, buddy. Like,
Yeah,
what fever dream did you
yeah.
fucking have that you wrote this shit? So
But yeah,
but again, you don't sit down, you don't talk. I don't know. The only way I can imagine that decision being made is the person that made that decision did not.
yeah. He just read it off a memo on the
Yeah,
top of his desk
there
in
was
an email.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, there was no oversight to it. Never stepped in
Yeah.
to see what was going on, how things are
Nope.
going. Was just like,
Nope.
this is fucking dumb. Sell this shit. Like, so that ain't gonna work out for you. But I know you got a jet soon, so let's move on to
I do. I
Alien
want to talk
Earth,
about Alien because
episodes 1 through 3. We're just gonna kind of blur them together because.
all right. So
Go
right
ahead.
off the bat, go ahead. Your review. What do you think? Like,
Oh.
right off the bat, good,
I'm
bad, excellent.
excellent. I'm in love with it. Every episode, I'm just like, I need the next one. I need it. This is, we'll get into some of what the haters are saying, but I am not one of them, which is shocking. But the cinematography, the music choices are.
Yes, I was gonna say
The music choices
yes.
are just, they're hitting, man.
I
They're
am
hitting.
telling you right now. It takes me back to, like, because I was like, what am I watching here? Like, is this like Alien again? Like, if you, I keep
Well, the
telling
first
everybody-
episode is literally like.
Oh yeah, almost shot for shot.
Yeah, that opening scene of the first episode is literally like, all right, we're gonna remind you
Dude.
of what this shit was, and
So,
it's phenomenal.
Alien came out in 1979. Okay, if you turned on the TV
You don't say.
and someone walked in you were watching that show, I guarantee you they would think you were watching Alien. For someone that hasn't
yeah.
like watched Alien,
For sure.
and just like, oh, I watched it in 1979 and maybe watched it periodically throughout the decades. Comes in, they even added, if you watch that first episode, they even added like a film grain to the image, so it looks like old school film.
Yeah.
And just like the interactions that are taking place across the table, like the dialogue that's happening. I'm like, what am I watching here? Like the music choices, like you're saying, it's definitely like music from that genre, from that era.
Yeah.
Like and I love that a lot of it too, even in the first episode, like you see it with like the xenomorph and just a lot of the props. There's a lot of practical effects going on, not a lot of CGI.
Yeah, no, it looks like it's like 90% practical. Um,
Yeah,
it's again, it's a coming across as a love letter to the genre, and to the franchise. There's some liberties here and there. I am a little confused. Like, does it really fit into the canon that even Alien Romulus was trying to connect everything with like the black goo from Prometheus and Covenant? Even though, God, those movies are fucking terrible.
I hate Prometheus. I really do. It's so long too.
Like
It's just such
it's
a
got
long,
cool
drawn out
concepts,
film.
but there's no fucking payoffs to, like, you just watch two
No,
movies of dog, like, again, it's like Weapons. I'd rather, it's like, oh, do you want to just watch fucking people Naruto running the streets for 2 fucking hours? No, no, I don't. So do I want to see all these questions about aliens that don't get answered? No,
yeah,
no, I
no,
don't.
no.
But I gotta say, I love the whole Lost Boys and Peter Pan thing with like Wendy.
Yes, I was just gonna say that. Yes.
And I really like how this show is really diving into immortality and like, would you want to be immortal if given the choice? Like the
Given
whole,
the opportunity.
yeah, like would you want to do it?
I love the moral aspect of it, like putting a child in an adult body
Yeah.
and expecting them to act a certain way. Um,
Well, yeah. Kirsh and Morrow are my two favorite characters.
yes. So I don't. So this is so. Talk about Kirsch for a second. Timothy Olyphant, great actor. I love everything he's in.
He's crushing it.
Everything he crushes, almost everything he's ever been in. Um, I love the fact that he doesn't. You don't really know if he's bad or not. Like you don't know what his motivations are.
I
You
think he's just a
just you start to
scientist.
yeah, you start to get that in the third episode that his curiosity is something that's what's driving him. Like you think like, oh, maybe he cares about the kid. Like he cares about the kids. He cares about the synthetics. He cares. But even then he kind of doesn't. Like he doesn't really show them any kind of like affection or like moral direction. He's just like, "No, stop crying. Go do this."
Yeah,
Like you
a lot of
that
tough love.
builds up. Yeah, that builds up through those first 3 episodes. Like it's a whole like thing. Um I really love his character so far, and I feel like Morrow's the same way. He is just a man on a mission, and
He's a
it,
cyborg.
sorry, he's a cyborg on a mission, and he just doesn't like he. I don't know. Like I guess like he is kind of like I won't say he's like the antagonist, but he's not the protagonist either. But your emotions for him start to change, especially in the third episode. I felt that way. Like, what is his story? Why is he so adamant about finding these experiments? Like, is it just because he was hired by
Well, I think,
Watani and like, you know,
yeah, I think it. He kind of glances over it that this was his entire life's work. And he has no like he coming back, what, 65 years later or something like that. Like, he
yeah,
has no
65 years later.
family left to come back to.
How has he lived that long? Is the question.
It's a cyborg, man.
Yeah, but cyborg just means part of your body, not your whole body. It's just his
Well,
arm.
and then on top of that, I mean, they're in usually cryo sleep for who knows how
That's
many
true.
years. So
That's
like
true.
you factor that in. Um, but
Yeah.
yeah, like, and then get into the Xeno in a second, but like Kirsch, there's a scene in episode 3 that I really loved because like it just shows you what his character is about. So like
Mhm.
you could just see him staring at Morrow when he's by the eggs, like examining
Yeah.
what's happening, and as Morrow gets closer, the egg starts to like open or whatever, and then as he leaves, it closes. And then when he gets with Boy Cavalier at the end, when Cavalier walks, like he's just letting it play out at first because he's like
Yeah.
trying to make a figure out what's going on, and it's
Yeah.
like in that moment, like you don't know, like is he evil? Because like at that point, he
Yeah.
just would have let Cavalier get destroyed
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
science,
Get possessed. Yeah.
but he
Yeah.
didn't. So like you're like where, like you said, like where is he exactly? And
Yeah. Where is his moral compass at this point?
yeah, and one of my
You see
favorite
that-
things is he's basically a Roy Batty from Blade Runner in terms of aesthetically looking. You know, the white hair, eyebrows, and
Oh,
all that
Kirsh.
stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And you know, another tie-in, and I know these universes have always been like unofficially together in the same universe. There was a in Prometheus, there was actually a scene that was cut. It's like in the Blu-ray extras where what Peter is talking about his mentor, which is the great Tyrell, and if Tyrell is like the Overlord in Blade Runner. So like that was like a connection, but again, people don't consider it canon because it wasn't in the official movie. So like again, this is another kind of nod that these are in the same universe.
Yeah.
So I love that because again, Blade Runner and Alien are, you know, those are like sci-fi
There's
royalty.
some of the best sci-fi.
Yeah.
You know what I noticed too? So especially in the first episode, and this is because I watched it recently. So I recently watched 2001: A Space Odyssey. Okay. I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this. I don't like that movie. I don't.
What?
Have you ever actually watched it all the way through? A 2001: Space Odyssey
Yes,
from
numerous
its
times.
entirety. It's numerous. I can't. There's like, first of all, there's nothing that goes on in the movie. Nothing. It's just dialogue doesn't make any sense at all. The only cool part is Hal. That is the only thing.
You mean the whole fucking movie? Yeah, how?
It
Yeah.
is not the whole fucking movie. There's the whole beginning of the movie. You're watching like proto-humans kill each other over a monolith in the middle of the desert. There's no dialogue. There's no nothing. And I get it. It's just trying to show you, you know, that dynamic. Fine, I get it.
Okay.
Great. All right.
You don't like
And then
giant
you have
babies in
these-
space?
Bro. Short answer: no. Not really a big fan of giant babies in embryos in space. Doesn't really make much sense. The cool part I did like. Now I don't want to get into too far into it, but what I'm saying is like in correlation with Alien, there's long, like in 2001: Space Odyssey, you have a lot of long drawn out like establishing shots of like space or the ship or like planets or like, and like there's a lot of moments like that in Alien where you're there. I guess they're trying to show you the scale of what they're dealing with, whether it's large universal or bringing it down to just the ship. And I think that really is like a nod to 2001, like that, just the ship itself being this containment, this giant, like just this broken thing by the third episode is really just like so like destroyed. But in the beginning, you see it be this giant, you know, thing that means a lot to Morrow. Morrow
Morrow's
wants this
basically
ship
Hal.
to survive. Yeah. Yeah, Morrow is basically Hal. That's exactly the way to, and that's the cool part that I liked about it. Like there really is that correlation between Morrow and Hal. You know, Hal clearly says, "I will not allow you to jeopardize this mission." Like,
Yeah,
but you never.
But then
in
and I love
2001:
how he
Space Odyssey, they don't
questions
even
it.
tell you what the mission is. Yeah,
Yeah, I love how like when he meets the two synthetics and realizes that they're children, and that line like, "When is a machine not a machine?"
yeah.
And you could, and like he's asking them because he's expecting like a scripted answer when he's just like, if you were told to follow these orders and basically abandon your friend, like your crew,
Yeah.
would you
Abandon
do it?
everything you
And,
hold,
and
yeah,
and
morally.
they were just like, I don't think I could do that. And you could see how confused he was because he's like, that's not how we're you know what I mean? Like he's just like,
Yeah.
there's no
That's not
way
how-
that
that's
they
not how
should
they're
be able to. Like they shouldn't be able to make their own decision is basically what he was getting at, and that's when it's like, when is a machine not a machine? And it's like, well, when it has sentience, basically. Like,
Basically, yeah. It's
so I just I'm loving all that stuff, but now what really takes the show into another level, because again the characters are phenomenal. I really like how you have Wendy with the brother, and I love how like she's just kind of just learning shit. Like she's just like, yeah, I can control
Yeah.
these cameras, and I can look through any camera I want, and I can
Yeah.
like
Yeah. The
which
weird part is,
okay,
so talking about Wendy, the end of the third episode, when they're cutting into the face hugger and they're
yes.
trying to pull out the, like, I guess xenomorph embryo or whatever it is, how she's like connected to this thing somehow, like
Well, they
because she's
they've
reacting.
I know, but they've hinted at it a couple times already.
Oh yeah.
So yeah,
Okay.
if you is it episode 1? It might be the end of episode 1 or the beginning of episode 2, where she can hear like the crackling, like
Oh yeah.
almost
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
an
Yeah.
like
So,
a
do you
like
hear that?
yeah,
Do you hear
and like,
that?
everyone's like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" But like, at first I thought that was like her connection to her brother, and then like now it's like, no, she's definitely somehow connected to the Xenos somehow. And I don't, I'm sure that's going to be a twist. But
Yeah, I'm curious.
I just hope they don't bring in some David bullshit from fucking Alien Covenant. Just leave David to die. Um,
Leave David to die. David just shows up. David
yeah,
just shows
I
up.
don't need
So,
I don't need more David.
do you know? So the funny thing is do you know when this movie takes place in the Alien timeline?
This is right before Alien, I believe.
Yeah, it's right before the first movie.
Yeah.
So like this is technically their like first contact, but you never like I'm curious how they're gonna tie that in to the rest of the Alien trilogy, like how this is gonna connect to that because you always get the idea when you watch the first movie that that's first contact. That's the first time they've met an
Yeah.
alien life form.
Well, yes and no, because clearly Mother knows about them, and that's what
Yes.
she's giving. Like,
Well,
so
that's probably why.
while it's there, like while it's the while it's Ripley in there is like first contact and all that shit. Like Mother definitely knows what's up, and the android is like. So I would not be shocked if this literally ends with, like when they get the distress signal,
Yeah.
and they're just like, yeah, you gotta fucking go.
What
'Cause
if-
they know
what if-
what's there?
What if this show ends with them flying everything, all the experiments back out to deep space to get them away from Earth, and they end up crash landing on that planet, and those people send the distress signal that signals the Nostromo?
It could absolutely
Like,
yeah.
That I feel like that's the give and tie-in. Like that's
could
it.
be.
That's it.
And that's what another thing that's really taken the show up a level is not. It doesn't just focus on the xenomorph. It's not just your standard. Hey, here's the alien. It grew up.
Yeah.
Although I gotta say, in terms of carnage rate, this alien does not fuck around. This
Good God,
this
no.
alien is shredding people in seconds. Like
Speaking of shredding people, the scene where Morrow is trying to pull the alien into the elevator and he just stands there and you just see the alien come up behind the soldiers and then it's just the shot of his face and you see everything happening unfocused in the background and he just stands there sweating. The sweat beat. First of all, this actor's top tier.
Oh
Amazing.
yeah, he's acting his fucking ass off, and
Oh
every
my
scene
God.
he's in,
And
yeah.
you just see the blade come out of his hand and he's like, if I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die fighting type of thing. Like that's what you get. And then the xenomorph just walks away. Just walks away from him.
Yeah, because
And
I
I'm like,
think
what
it hears
the
all those
hell?
those fucking rich ass people having their, I don't know,
Orgy?
fucking orgy party,
Whatever
or
the hell
the
it
fuck's
is.
going
Yeah. And just murders them completely. Yeah.
on. Wander says he enjoys seeing the alien. Yeah, I like they really.
Yes.
This alien's
Yes.
using every tool in his kit.
I also love the fact that you can see the alien. It's not just his head. It's not just his tail. It's not just part of his body.
They
Like,
built
you get
a
to see this thing. Yeah.
big ass
So
puppet
I
for
saw-
this thing. Yeah.
And everything has like a servo between the lip lines, the jaw lines, the middle mouth. The guys that engineered it were talking about how they can move the mouth out slow or just have it shoot out. Like it's and they're like, we have a vat of drool that this is hooked up to, so we
Yeah.
could just make it drool on command.
And
it's great though.
so speaking of some hater stuff, how much more time you got?
I'll give you 2 more minutes. Go.
Okay. So where does this alien design rank for you and for for everyone? Because
Like just
uh,
as a standard xenomorph,
yeah,
like
yeah,
excluding
because
anything special.
a lot of people, the diehards or whatever, are one actually not digging this series because of some of the liberties that it takes, which I'm kind of surprised. But
Liberties how? What liberties have they
but
taken?
well, and then well, so you're now you're some people love the fact that we have the face hugger embryo again, as opposed to the
Okay.
black goo. But now,
Yeah, that makes sense.
but at
I
the
mean,
same
that's
time, it's like Alien Romulus literally just came out and was trying to tie all of it together. That the Xenos are like created by the black goo. So now it's like, well, what the fuck? Now we're back in like what the fuck? Like what's it?
yeah.
Which
Okay.
is
So you're
which is
saying the
so
back
that
and forth is a little.
yeah. So there's that like in terms of like what's canon, what's not. Like too much shit's going on. So I get that,
Yeah.
but a lot of
Yeah.
people are shitting on the actual Xeno design. But again, we don't know what created this creature. Did it come out of a human? Did it come out of one of these other fucking aliens that were on the ship? Which I love about this show is like it's not just the Xeno. There's these
So that's what I was
other
gonna say. Like,
other
yeah,
cool
you
creatures
don't.
out there.
The thing about xenomorphs is they kind of take on the properties of whatever they, at least from everything we've seen, they
Yeah,
take on the properties of whatever they. I mean, say what you will about Alien versus Predator. Seeing a Pred alien is still pretty fucking cool.
Pred
Like,
alien design is awesome. Yeah,
yeah. But that's what I mean. Like, so if these xenomorphs are the only, because really the only ones we've had a lot of exposure to is ones that have possessed humans. That have gestated in human bodies and they pop out and they look very humanoid.
unless it's
Um,
Alien 3 and it came out of a dog.
Just- I mean, you're right.
Oh,
You're right.
yeah.
You know, I mean, and look at I'm gonna bring it up. Here we go. Alien Resurrection. The
No,
human,
no, don't,
the
don't.
human alien hybrid.
A
Oh
beautiful
man.
butterfly. I fucking hate that movie, man. That movie's. Oh god. Like that's the thing where I'm just like, why? Like there would be people that like swear by that movie, but then will say like Alien
Who
Romulus
would swear by
sucks.
that movie? And then you say this xenomorph sucks? Are you
Yeah.
crazy?
Yeah,
Oh
people
man.
are upset. I kid you not, right? This is what I've been reading online because I like to see what everyone's reactions are. So you know how like his body, his torso, has like
Yeah.
kind of scales on it, like more
Yeah.
alien
Yeah.
looking, and it's not more
Yeah.
rib cagey. So people are
Yeah.
like, there's bullshit. But again, it's like you don't know what this alien came out of. And one of the other things that I really like about this show too is while that Xeno died, they already hint that there's another one with the skin on the floor. So it's like now I'm
Yeah.
curious, like, is that one gonna be the same design, or is that also gonna be
Yeah.
like a
And where did
different
that come
design?
from?
Exactly.
Where did
So
that
like,
xeno come from?
I'm loving this show, man. This show
Yeah.
has I love the storytelling of it, the cinematography, the acting.
Yeah.
Everyone is
The
just
music,
acting their
everything.
fucking ass off. The music at the
Yeah.
end of every episode, like
Oh,
I just
I
want
love it.
more. I really and
I know.
I love how we
I agree.
have this political stuff going on in the background between Utani and the boy Cavalier, like a new
Prodigy.
company.
Yeah.
Like I
Mhm.
love all that stuff that's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I'm digging it.
This show is a
I
10
hope
out
it
of
keeps
10
on
for
the
me.
uptrend.
Yeah, this is a 10 out of 10 for me so far. I can't,
I agree.
I mean, we're eating good right now as sci-fi. Like between Alien and Predator, both these
Mm-hmm.
series have finally come back after some really bad reboots, whatever you want, between Prometheus, Alien Covenant, then The Predators, or whatever the fuck that last movie was. I can't
The
even
Predator.
remember.
It's just the Predator.
The
No.
Predator. Yeah.
Predators was good. That's the one
Predators
with
was
Adrian
good.
Brody on the planet.
Yeah, but yeah,
That was the
then
last good Predator movie we had.
yeah,
Everything else
or
after
at
that.
least something that resembled a Predator movie. But now the anime that came out, I really liked the direction
Yes.
that's
Yes.
going in.
Killer of Killers. Yes, that was really
Badlands
good.
looks pretty interesting, man, and they're already. I
I'm
like
curious
how.
to see where this goes. Yeah.
Yeah, I like how they're definitely acknowledging that they're all in the same universe still, like Aliens and
Mm-hmm.
Predator, which I love,
Mm-hmm.
and I hope they keep borrowing from each other. But I don't need to see another Alien vs Predator movie, so to speak.
No.
But I just love that it's all tied into the same universe, and I just keep building
Yeah.
that universe because it's awesome.
It's such a great universe, and I feel like the people that are in control of like the creative decisions, just some are like like, I love this franchise. I want it to be great. And some are like, let's do this. This will be fun.
Well,
This'll work.
again,
And then it bombs.
yeah, Disney's made some right decisions here. You know, it's like
Yeah.
bringing in Jon Favreau for The Mandalorian and, you know,
Mm-hmm.
resurrecting Star Wars in a sense to a
Yeah.
whole new generation.
Well,
So,
let's hope between Star Wars and Marvel, the uptrend that is happening with like Fantastic Four and all these,
but it
because
didn't make
Marvel,
$1 billion, so it's a flop.
but it's not.
I
That's the
know.
whole thing. It made a profit. I know.
Look,
That's the
man,
sad part. Thunderbolts made a profit. Fantastic Four made a profit, and they're both good movies.
I
They're
know.
good. They just want something to put everything into the like redline it. Like they
Yeah,
want
I
to see
don't know.
something explode. Just write good movies. Make good movies.
Yeah,
If you
just
build it, they will come.
exactly.
Like,
If you keep making good, like Marvel fell off because they messed with the whole TV show into movie thing that they were trying to do did not work because they just I don't know I don't know what they were trying to do there, but it didn't work. Multiverse of Madness did not pay off anything that you had just watched from the TV shows. Spider-Man No Way Home was great. That was like kind of in betweener that kind of kept Marvel afloat, but then everything else after that was garbage. An Ant-Man movie, Thor, Love and Thunder, like they just fell off a fucking cliff in terms of quality. So, you know, hopefully the Russo brothers can come back and bring it back.
well, they're trying to catch lightning in a bottle.
Yeah, well, we'll see where it goes, but Alien, I cannot or was not expecting this kind of quality. Shout out to Noah Haley. I think I'm saying his name right, but
Yeah, no, it's
he's
definitely solid.
he's crushing it. But again, a lot of people are hating on his last interview because
Yeah, sorry, Wander. My dogs tend to bark when there's people outside the door.
I know people are hating on him from his last interview because, like, he has a couple hot takes on what he's trying to do, and people don't jive with that because
Yeah,
I get it. Alien and Aliens are technically gospels of the franchise, and rightfully so. They're
yeah,
the two best
yeah.
movies. They set up a lot of stuff, but like there's so
It-
much there's so much liberties even between those two movies. Where James Cameron's like, I'm making a fucking queen. Like, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, but again,
Yeah,
like
why
that
not?
that idea made was amazing,
Yeah,
and so
yeah.
that's why I was
And
like,
Ripley fighting this queen in like a forklift robot. Like,
get
come
away
on,
from her,
man.
you bitch. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's iconic. It's just iconic.
It is
So
iconic. It is iconic. But all right, uh, that was good. I definitely think everything's on the uptrend.
yeah,
I
except for
thoroughly enjoyed
weapons.
everything.
Fuck that movie.
Except for weapons. Weapons is apparently
Except for
not on the
weapons.
uptrend.
I don't need to see an AR-15 in the sky for no goddamn reason. And please, now they're talking about doing a prequel with this lady. I don't need any
Yeah.
origin story for this lady.
No,
Just
no,
let
no,
it die.
no. We're good. But all right.
Pennywise bullshit. All right.
All right, everyone. Thank you for joining us. We know
Yes.
it's Sunday.
Sunday morning. Thank you for joining us. And as always, like and subscribe and be on the lookout
Yes,
for more
please.
content from Kaiju Live. Oh, by the way, Dad is doing a solo stream tonight. I believe around 8 o'clock. I will have more about that later. But
Sounds good.
Avandro, enjoy the rest of your day. Everyone else,
Yeah,
have a
bud.
pleasant and joyous Sunday. Have a good day,
Catch
everybody.
you guys later.
Do, 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 do.